Hi again. This is hopefully the last part of this first podcast about the SGU time. I was saying that the plot is bad. Time though. Uh, well, I've read a lot of comments about this episode having this stupid idea of kinos as personal cams, and it's like a video log of things happening. It's like POV porn. That's the spirit that the show had, the impact the show had on me. I don't think that style of episode was rather compelling or attractive to some people. Um, it's like a Blair Witch Project go sci-fi, but that is to for all the fans to comment on. Um, the plot on time was particularly bad because this time lapping thing, time travel, wasn't exploited as good as you can, as Elizabeth Weir did on Atlantis in the episode 21, or no, it was episode 16 of Atlantis, I think. Before I sleep, and go back in time, prevent the shields from collapsing by talking with that ancient guy who was so crazy to invent a time traveling paddle jumper. What she did was, well, unusual, good, presented the idea of alternate realities, and but this only comes as a small fragment or a small version of it. They go back in time, prevent the other crew of committing the same mistakes as they did, and so on. And the ending was creepy. Please don't do this. We have no time. You will all die if you don't do this. And man, I just love how Chloe died twice. That was the best part of the episode, I think. I don't know. This going back and forward through the Stargate. I don't know if they have problems in the ship, and this seems to be the case. Why just don't stay in the motherfucking ship and don't do anything but explore, try to find a way home, or whatever you're going to do? But exploring new strange worlds without the small idea if you're going to get your ass kicked by slimy gould like creatures. That's not good. Also, this premise that the show has, all the characters are going to be in the limit of dying in each episode. First, the Illusion Alliance attacks you, so you have to either run away or stay and die. Second, we don't have enough power in the ship, so we are all going to die. Third was we're going to attempt a dial back to Earth, and we are all going to die. Then time travel, we are all going to die. Man, you can do a light episode. The next few episodes are going to be just as the same. Someone gets killed, Rush gains access to the, well, that's something I'm looking forward to. When Rush gains access to the ancient controls and finally kills everyone, hopefully. I don't know, I just expect that the guys at gateworld.net are going to do the same thing, talk about how awesome it was. I remember, and that's a critique to them, I remember in the first podcast about or second, no, the first podcast about Stargate universe, when they talked about that scene of sex that Lieutenant, I don't know what his name, trying to be Shepard or O'Neill did on the base on that planet that exploded. They talked about how gratuitous was a sex scene on the show, how they didn't like it because it wasn't Stargate, and it seemed a bit too innovative to their taste. But then last episode, not this, but the previous episode, they just were loving the sex scene between Colonel Young and his wife, and the body swapping thing due to the getting out of FTO. I don't comprehend that. My how do they rationalize the thing that first they hated sex scenes in Stargate because it wasn't it, and in a podcast a long time ago they talked about how well did they think that the deletion of the sex scene in, or the nudity scene in Children's of the Gods was, and then back now in the last podcast they talk about how great was that, and just in the right moment. I don't know. I think that the guys at Gate World are so compromised by the show that they lack the ability to see that it's not good. It's not good. It's just wrong. They try to give it some time because they're trying to cut it some slack, but it's like a Star Trek Enterprise. It's a show. It's not even a show of what fans would like. What if you were a fan and you had the possibility of making a Stargate show, having all this budget at your disposal and the likeliness of having MGM or sci-fi endorse you. For my case, I would do some very big ancient thing, like Stargate Expedition manages to build CPMs and goes in an all-out war against the Wraith and the Replicators, or something like real ancients now, and we interact with them and see the failures in their society and things like that, not being stuck in a ship. That theme is recurrent, not only because Galactica did it, not only because Voyager did it, not only because a lot of sci-fi shows have already done it, but because you're limited. Though you have a universe to explore, but you're limited to to this small stupid crew, and plots that will always revolve again, depending on the relations you have established in the first episodes. And man, you have established some crappy relationships. Rush, I want to kill them all, and I think Rush was responsible of the Lucian Alliance attack on the base. Young fucked up about his wife and about his life and about a lot of things. Scott being a douchebag, a huge douchebag. I'm trying to bank always Chloe being a total bitch, with Eli and with Rush, and then when she comes back to Earth using the stones to his former friend. I do like this black character. I don't remember his name. The one that's been in prison because he was insubordinate to that other Lieutenant Colonel. Sorry, but that's what I can say about time, because my time is just about up.